Okay, those who argue over consoles, please just stop. You're not defending your platform, you're just making yourself look like a complete clown. You can argue specs, FPS, competitiveness, and crashes, but you can never argue fun. I don't see why people always have to make such a big deal over what's the best platform, because funny enough, I played every platform, including mobile. It's about how much fun you have, and I honestly enjoy different things about each platform. Mobile is fun, and less competitive, but it has a non-toxic community, and it's kind of tight depending on the game you play. PS4 and Xbox have amazing exclusives, PS4 having Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War, and Ghost of Tsushima, and Xbox having Forza, Halo, Quantum Break, and Gears. And PC has a lot of games that you can play, and it has free online access. See how I can talk about why I like each platform rather than downplaying platforms for issues that can't be helped or don't matter? It's not a big deal, and the big issue isn't the consoles themselves. It's the people that want to argue over someone else's fun. And when you argue, you show the huge scratches that etches itself within the gaming community. It's called a community for a reason, and you're just tearing it. This huge gaping hole of boys who bump heads over why the PS4 is the master console, it just shows the entitlement that a community has, and it's bad. A platform could have one bad day, and everyone will talk about it for 6 months, even after the issue has been troubleshooted. And speaking of one bad day, a lot of people clown on poor exclusives. Like, I can see the joke, but every platform has a terrible exclusive. There's so many poorly made free games on Steam. Also, Fighters Within on Xbox was doo-doo. And don't you dare get me started on Ape Proving Grounds. This lesbian scissor fest of poor development and terrible graphics. Like, for Pete's sake, the game was made by the US Army, and somehow Arma does better. And Arma started out as a mod for DayZ. Jesus Christ. The US Army is so good at war but disappointing at gaming. Speaking of which, did you know the US Army had an esports team? But back on topic. Exclusives don't define a platform. I own a PS4 and I love playing it, but one of my most favorite games is Halo Reach and Halo 3. My most favorite game series is Uncharted, and my childhood is built off playing computer with my brother after school. And Smash is a game where I can connect with friends, and Standoff 2 is a game where I clap cheeks. If you didn't notice, all of these are on different platforms that I equally enjoy, and all of them have their own aspects and exclusives. The fact that people even have the audacity to think that their console is better because of a few exclusives makes me realize that people are stupid and just want to argue. Now you may be wondering, is there a master console? Well, no, not really. Just like humor, the master console is subjective. In my opinion, PS4 is the superior console, and before you say, ooh, specs, sire, disdain your thought process, you mongrel. The Xbox specs are highly superb compared to the PlayStation chump numbers. Shut up. I mainly just like PS4 because I own one. It has nothing to do with specs or exclusives. It's just I'm more comfortable with it and it allows me to play with my friends. The master console is any console. Every device and platform has pros and cons, and all of them are equal in terms of fun, playability, and games. With that being said, are there any goods to the console race? Yes, the console war, contrary to what I said earlier, it can bring people together, like cross-plat and debating. And also the console war isn't the base issue with the war itself. It's just people who think that they're superior because of the console they choose. There's a lot of things that can make you better in life, and you choose to base off a platform, which is truly sad. But I'm done about arguments, so let's hear what other people have to say. And yes, these are other commentators. All their links will be in the description. But yeah, do they think these consoles are for better or worse? Let's find out.
My name's Hoping Button. You might know me as that guy from the channel Hoping Button, but you probably don't. Besides the point, I'm here to give you some insight as to why console wars are a good thing and the importance of competition. And the best way for me to do that is to look at our history. During the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union were in competition to see who was the most technologically advanced. The Soviet Union, to prove they were ahead, sent the first person into space in 1961. This made America look as if they had lost the competition. However, America wasn't going to take defeat, and by 1969, they had put the first man on the moon. Now, because of their rivalry, both sides had made technological advances in short periods of time, and if there was no race to see who was more advanced, we may not have even gone to space. When it comes to console wars, the same claim can be made. Both consoles try to outdo each other, and in return, we're seeing a rapid increase of quality and technology going into each console. This rivalry is also important because it keeps monopolies from forming. If PlayStation didn't have to worry about losing sales to Xbox, they could set their console price at $3,000 and nobody would bat an eye. This would be due to the fact that there's nothing to compare their console to. And these are just my thoughts on the whole thing. I'm sure there's a million reasons as to why console wars are terrible, but this is just my opinion. So thanks for having me on your channel, and see you later, Chicken Nugget.
Hello, Lawman speaking right now. Since the time is limited, gotta keep it short and sweet. Where I live, there's no marketing piece of horseshit that is, quote, console wars. Most of the people I know have a PlayStation here or maybe an Xbox. There's no such thing as a Nintendo. Okay, though, ever since the Switch is released, those yellow bastards have been gaining ground against those other yellow bastards. I hope you can tell that I generally do not give a shit about console wars. All I see is marketing bullshit where all these parties benefit because they get more publicity from these muppets saying, who's gonna win the generation? So, Sony cannot fucking exist without the PlayStation. The Xbox is the back-end whore of Bill Gates. And Nintendo makes some banger shit, but good lord, they can go fuck themselves with what they have been doing recently. So, that's it really. Don't take my Asian jokes too seriously. Bye!
Yeah, the console wars just in general is just for better or worse. I mean, look at what the console war got us. It got us making this video with a whole bunch of different creators. So I gotta say, the console wars has some good aspects and bad aspects. But in the end of it all, they're all just consoles and, well, you know, we all know what the master race is. Just want to say peace, enjoy your night, and, yeah, stay swaggity like the Ascended Dog. And good night. Bye.